Good morning, Aries. What have you got in store for me today? Um, I'll tell you what, the energies were really, really, really insistent last night as I was trying to get to sleep. I got so much information and I won't have remembered it all, but I'm going to do my best. I've recorded a lot of it. Um, what I should say before I start as well, I like joss sticks before I do a reading, and I decided to use Dragon's Blood today for you because I can really feel that impulsive Aries energy coming through today. And also, something else to do with blood as well, which I'll get to in a minute. It's not too gross. Um, so yeah, I lit a Dragon's Blood joss stick. I kind of decided to use it, and in my head, I heard almost in Patrick Stewart's voice. It was that kind of like older male voice, like fatherly male voice, and they said, "Is this a good idea?" Like that's so me. So I feel like some of you may have an older male around you. You did have the mentor card in your last reading, who might be sort of saying, "Oh, you may buy." I feel like the Aries energy is really going for it. It's like full on Mars energy, really, really passionate, really going for something, really excited, really enthusiastic, like onto something. And then like there's these other like older sort of fatherly energies coming in. Is this a good idea? So that might be the experience for some of you. Um, Interestingly enough, I'll go to the blood thing first. So my son had a nosebleed last night. Broom broom, guys, broom broom in the comment box if you can hear the car noises. My son had a nosebleed last night in the middle of the night, bless him, and it was everywhere. It was like a scene from Psycho or something. There was like, I went into the bathroom this morning. There's blood up the walls like that we'd missed when we were trying to clean up when we were half asleep. Um, but as I was still sort of half asleep and I was thinking about this nosebleed and the word sanguine I can't pronounce it, sanguine, popped into my head. It's a word that means blood, but it was specifically, I knew that they were telling me sanguine because it's a personality type. So there's 4 personality types that are based on bodily fluids. It's kind of a very old, I think it's an ancient Greek medical concept. Was it Galen? Galen? Um, Something like that. I don't know. I touched on medical history when I was doing classics, but I'm not 100% sure there. But yeah, the sanguine personality type. So there's 4. There's sanguine, choleric, phlegmatic, and melancholic. And it depends on the fluids in your body and how much you have. So sanguine is an excess of blood. So the strengths of someone with that personality type, and it's very much Aries Mars energy, is sociable, charismatic, outgoing, confident, warm-hearted, pleasant, lively, optimistic, a fun lover, spontaneous, a preventer of dull moments, a quick apologizer, and an easy friend maker. But the weaknesses are that they can be impulsive, chronically late, shameless, forgetful, a compulsive talker, too loud, sometimes too happy, distractible, not interested in following through with tasks that are boring, self-absorbed, an exaggerator, someone who appears unauthentic. So I do have this, I'm really tuning into this energy of someone who's kind of a go-getter, or someone who's very impulsive and fired up, but also that they perhaps have this person going, are you sure this is a good idea? So some of the songs that came through, and they were coming through so strongly, like one after the other. Again, it's like I was listening to someone else's playlist. I got Promiscuous Girl by Nelly, Furtado and Timberland. Can't Take My Eyes Off You, You're Good, Just Too Good to Be True. Which actually, that song then gave me 10 Things I Hate About You, the film, and Much Ado About Nothing, which I think was that film was kind of based on Much Ado About Nothing. So I'm going to put all this in the description box below. You can go and check it out. If you want to skip this bit and go straight to the reading, there's also a timestamp down below you can click on and jump straight to the reading. The next song that come through was Put the Needle on It by Danni Minogue. Then I got it's a Cristina Aguilera song. I've forgotten the name of it, but it's the song from Mulan where she's when will my reflections show who I am inside, which is really interesting because one of the images that they showed me was it was like a dressing room or a green room, like a wardrobe department for if you were going to go on telly, and I was in the perspective of someone sitting in a chair, and I looked to my right and there was a dog sat in the other chair, and the dog was looking in the mirror, and the thing that the dog was looking in the mirror at, I think, was the Emperor card. So it was like the Emperor from the Emperor card was sat there behind the dog, like sat there in the chair being the emperor, and it was like the dog, when the dog looked in the mirror, it saw itself as the emperor. It knows that on the inside it's the emperor on the inside. So yeah, so that's really interesting that I got that Cristina Aguilera song through as well. When will my reflection show who I am inside? So someone's an emperor on the inside, and the emperor is the Aries card as well. So it's like CEO energy, because Aries is like a go-getter. They go for what they want. It's like seize the day. I'm hearing seize the day. They're more likely to be successful. Yes, they're going to have successes and failures. Not everything is going to work out for Aries, but Aries knows how to pick themselves back up again and get back on the horse. I'm hearing like very sort of, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what I'm getting there. Seize the day, get back on the horse. It's like Roman energy, and the emperor as well. So yeah, someone I feel is tuning in now. Someone's tired of being the dog's body, and they're ready to be the emperor. They're going to seize the day. Oh, I also saw a sheepdog. So it was one of the images that that kind of pop into my head. So it's a sheepdog in a field. So it's black and white collie dog. And then from that, weirdly enough, I got Jodie Foster. And my uncle's dog, my uncle used to have a sheepdog called Judy. So I feel like somebody may be called either, I think it was trying to tell me someone's either called Jodie or Judy, or like a name like that. Jodie, Judy, Julie, a name along those lines. I think that's what it was trying to tell me. Oof. And then I had a few sort of very vivid dreams. One was some people who were joining a poker game, but there was some kind of dodgy dealing going on. So I could see someone pouring, sort of mixing drinks in 2 whiskey bottles. There were 2 very large whiskey bottles, and someone was like mixing stuff between them, and it was like they were trying to not spike the drinks, but maybe make them stronger so that the people get more drunk during this poker game. And it was like some kind of business deal was going on, and someone was trying to catch someone out or make people say more, like something odd, like trying to sway things to the advantage by getting someone to drink so much. So guys, watch your drinks. Be very careful with your drinks at the moment. Just, fair warning. I also saw 2 girls who were doing work experience in a clothes shop. So something to do with fashion. Perhaps you're a young girl. 2 girls doing work experience in a clothes shop. Brooms in the comments boxes. Then as I was shuffling cards, I very, very, very strongly, I have to use this deck today. It's really important. I basically feel like I'm being made to use this deck, even though I'm not quite sure how I'm using it, but we're going to use that deck today. That's the Tarot Illuminati deck. And from this deck here, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, the cards Fork in the Road and Imagine have come out quite a few times during the pre-shuffle and the practice reading, so they may come out again for us. Finally, the song that Spotify gave me while I was setting up for you. I only heard one song on Spotify today as I was setting up, and it was Losing My Religion by REM. So, okay, make of that what you will. A lot of these messages, I feel like they don't make sense at the time, and kind of as the week goes on or as the month goes on, they kind of make more sense. Like I've been getting loads of images, and then as I took a walk into town yesterday, and I was seeing all the images on my walk into town. It was like all the little signifiers that I've been given that didn't make sense at the time. It was like I was seeing signs with them or pictures with them, or they were all around me. It was really funny. I don't know what it all meant. It still doesn't make any sense. I guess I was meant to go into town yesterday. I don't know. But yeah, these random messages, they always seem to make sense in the end, eventually. Okay, Aries, let's get on with your reading. So I'm doing a Tell Me Anything reading, general reading. So this isn't even specifically for Aries. It's a general reading, but I'm tuning into Aries energy. So if you've got Aries in different places in your chart, or you're inquiring about someone who's an Aries, or you're just feeling like in this really kind of like seize the day energy, then this reading could be for you. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. Something may make sense later on. Okay, don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. If it's not ringing true, just leave it. It might not be your reading. General readings they can't be for every single person in the population. So just take any little small messages that make sense. Anything that doesn't fit, just leave. Okay. Aries, Aries, Aries. Tell me about Aries. Tell me anything. Tune into Aries energy. Tell me anything. It's nice. Here we go. Okay, so I didn't see this card in the pre-shuffle. So we've got daughter, personal healing and happiness. So maybe someone's been doing a little bit of work on working out what they want from life, doing a bit of shadow work. Yeah, personal healing and happiness, recovering from something, finding how to be happy again. Okay. Tell me anything, please, for Aries. Tell me anything, please, for Aries. Anything for Aries energy today, please. Okay. Breathe. Okay, yeah, this is kind of what was coming through in the practice reading as well. I'm getting a similar vibe. Yeah, I feel like you've been through something. You could be having to heal from a situation. You're having to take deep breaths to kind of recover from something. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to get more information. I'm noticing though, like, it's almost like this person's doing meditation or yoga. And then I'm noticing like the rainbow there as well, which is to do with healing. Okay. Can I get more information, please, for Aries? I want to try and get all the cards out before I go into the interpretation. Okay. The Sun card. So the Sun card boosts all the cards that are around it. It illuminates them. It yeah, it's like a boost. It's like a power up to the other cards that are around it. So yeah, really, really important to do that healing work. I'm not taking reversals today. And the Ship. So moving on to something else, distant horizons. Yeah, moving forward, overcoming obstacles, overcoming obstacles in quite a creative way, possibly. You know, ships aren't meant to fly. You might be taking a flight. It's also sort of a card about using your imagination, thinking creatively. You did have that Imagine card come out twice. Okay. I'm noticing all the threes as well. You've got 3 on this card, 3 and 3. 3 may be a significant number for you right now. Okay, oh, that's the card. Community. So you might be moving towards a new community, hanging out with new people, discovering new friends, friends who are perhaps quite healing for you if you're leaving a past situation behind. Can I get another more card for Aries, please? That one was also turned up. So yeah, you could be this could be a new job. 3 of Pentacles is working together with other people. And the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about balance, fairness, nostalgia. So if this is a work situation, it could be, because you've got the community card here as well, it's a sense of working together, sharing the workload. Okay, there we go. Tell me, trying to give me all the cards here. Tell me more, please, about the situation for Aries. Tell me more about the situation for Aries, please. Here we go. Page of Pentacles. That came out in your practice reading as well. So I just dropped all the other cards. Page of Pentacles is like an apprentice. Now, I did see those 2 girls doing work experience in that vivid dream. So this is the same energy as like the Page of Pentacles. She's learning something new. You could be going back to college, back to school, doing a course, or just learning more about something, especially regarding work. You've got a lot of Pentacles here. So this very well could be work, or it could be education. It could also be a new hobby, doing a new hobby, working on something, and it's like I get this feeling of it. The 8 of Pentacles isn't here, but I'm getting the same kind of energy of working on something again and again and again until you get it right. And I feel like it could be, some of you could be joining some kind of group class, I feel, because there's a sense of working with others, or it's a project where you are working with others. It's looking very, very positive with that Sun card there. It's looking very healing for you. It may feel overwhelming, which may be why you've got this breathe card here. Yeah, let me have a quick look and see if I'm picking up any details from any of these cards. So, daughter, personal healing and happiness. I'm noticing the peacock there. So, the peacock could be a love interest, someone who's really caught your eye, someone who looks really fancy, takes good care of themselves, perhaps a bit of a show off. This dove here as well is to do with peace, peaceful communication, perhaps. All the water represents emotions. You can see this is very calm, beautiful water. It's like there's a kind of like a source of emotion, an emotional source for you here. Okay, I'm hearing the song Somewhere Where Only We Know. I think Lily Allen covered it. Is it Lily Allen or is it maybe Kate Nash? I'm not sure. Somewhere Only We Know. It is a cover. I'm not quite sure who sang it originally. Somewhere Only We Know. I'll look that up properly and pop it in the description box for you below. You can go and have a look at that. Yeah, so there may be a sense of, I feel like there's definitely a group of people around you, and I feel like there's one particular person who may either have caught your eye romantically or maybe just somebody who brings you kind of good emotions, I'm guessing from that. And I feel like there's a place you're going to, because it's like you're going to step through the door to this place. So you may not be there yet. This may be kind of on the horizon for you. It may be coming in for you, because this is like the card of movement. So movement towards this community. You may have been healing, which means you're more ready to take this leap of faith into moving to this new place. This card is also the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is about, some of you may have felt very, very mentally challenged. No, that's not the right way of saying it. Mentally overthinking, anxiety, depression, feeling like you're kind of at your end of your tether mentally. The words end of your tether, it's like now you're untethered, because the 10 is about an ending. So it's an ending to that feeling of overthinking, having too many thoughts, feeling overwhelmed. The tether's been cut now and you're able to be free to move forward to this community. All these threes as well, 3 4 3 1 3 3 9, 3 of Pentacles. There may have been a third party situation, possibly. You may have had to make a choice between two different people. I feel like the choice is made at this point in the reading. So you could be, this reading is kind of timeless. So this could be something that happens to you in your future, something that's happened in your past, something that's happening now. So just kind of take it as it fits. Balance, sharing, breathe. So taking the time to breathe. She's also quite like Elsa. It's like the cold never bothered me anyway. She's this page is, she's like, I'm okay with being out in the cold. I don't care that I've cut that tether and I've let go of something, because I'm okay on my own. She knows how to balance herself. She knows how to work solo. She knows how to be on her own, to find peace in the solitude. Just have a quick look at these cards. So some of you, there may be a connection to the continent of Asia. Perhaps you know somebody from there. Perhaps you're moving to there. You could be moving there to work. I know that I see a lot of advertisements at the moment, because I was looking into being a teacher, and there was a lot of opportunities actually to go and be an English teacher in China. And I know someone actually who, sort of a friend of a friend, who did that. So that's some, there may be some connection there for you. Doesn't have to be. I was really drawn to use those cards though, so that could be important, even if it's just for one person. That could be really relevant. It did feel really important for me to use that pack today, and I'm noticing actually these two cards at the top are spilling off. So that's the Princess of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So again, this might be a side message for someone. Princess of Wands, pages and princesses are the same energy. It's a young girl. So I did say I saw two young girls. So the Princess of Wands is a young energy, normally a feminine energy, doesn't have to be, who's very, very passionate, could be starting a new project that they feel very passionate about. Alarm bells are ringing. So what did I say when I was lighting that dragon's blood stick? Are you sure about that? Somebody may be saying, are you sure about that? Are you sure about this step you're taking? Are you ready for this? Are you ready to take this leap of faith into something new? Passion, planning. You may need more planning. Plan it properly. The Queen of Cups, somebody who's very, very loving, someone who's got a lot of emotional control. You can see she's got a cup here, but she's got a lid on the cup. She's not spilling it everywhere. I'm seeing the mermaids as well. Somebody may really like water. They may like taking long baths. Little Mermaid. It won't cost much, but just your voice. Be wary. I'm noticing this scroll here. Be wary of signing any contract where you're going to sign away your freedom to speak. For some of you, I'm gonna put her with Elsa because of the blues. This could be someone you're connecting with. Could be a love interest who is very giving emotionally. Could be a mother figure. If you have a mother or a mother figure who's very, very emotionally calm, very emotionally controlled, but very loving and nurturing. Okay, so let's move to your heart space. Okay, straight away. Yeah, the Three of Wands came out quite a few times from different decks for you in the pre-shuffle and the practice reading. I do practice reading when I every time I run through the zodiac, I come up with I work out kind of what cards I want to use, what kind of reading I want to do, and I always do a practice reading. So because you're the first sign that I do, Aries, you always get the practice reading. So waiting for your ships to come in. A decision has been made. You can see that there's 3 wands here and he's got his hand on one wand. So I did say that the number 3 was very relevant to some of you. You may have been choosing between 3 different options or 2 different people because you'd be the third person. But there's a choice has been made here. So he's turned his back to 2 wands. These could be creative projects as well, passion, love interests. But he's turned his back to these 2 and he's holding on to this one, and this one's decorated with the red tape. So he's very much made up his mind. He's made his decision. He's waiting now to move forward. This energy of it, feeling like you're waiting for something, decision made, feeling like you're ready to move but not quite moving yet. You're waiting for the ships to come in. You're waiting for some kind of payout. My nose is clicking. I don't know if that's relevant to anyone. My nose has suddenly started clicking. Follow your nose, perhaps. Follow your intuition. You may be feeling in your heart space that you know somebody's waiting for you. They've made the decision to choose you. They're waiting now for you to make the decision to move towards them. But perhaps you're taking some time to heal first before you move. Okay, let's find out what's going in your thoughts. Can you tell me more about Aries' thoughts, please? More about Aries' thoughts, please. Yeah, this could very well be a new creative project for you because you've got a lot of pentacles, a lot of wands. You could be working on a creative project with a group of people. The Knight of Swords. This is in your thoughts. So I'm wanting to communicate something here. And the Knight of Swords is someone who rushes in with news. So you might be waiting for someone to communicate something to you, especially if you're waiting for this person. You can see he's got the raven wings and the raven within. Birds are always about communication. Also, this lightning hitting this castle behind him. This could kind of almost be a tower moment. So you may have been affected by some news that came in that you... it's kind of shook you up. or this could be on its way to you. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It just means that it kind of shakes your foundations a little bit. It makes you rethink things. It makes you see things in a new light, which may be why we're leading into this kind of learning more energy, learning more about a situation. I need more information. The Knight of Swords. So this is a person, this is a character, and it's someone who may be a little bit too overeager, may kind of it's to do with thinking. Swords are to do with thinking, logic, communication, clarity of thought. So it may be that someone's made their mind up about something, they're very clear, and they're really, really going for something. Like the Knights are very fast moving. Maybe someone rushing in to communicate something. Maybe the fact that they kind of are so eager to communicate, that might actually cause this shake up. Perhaps if this person was a little bit more like the King of Swords, and a bit more thoughtful about how they communicate, then it might not be quite so dramatic. It's also with the Ravens as well, it's a sense of needing more information, of thinking things through, of figuring things out, of spying. Birds can indicate social media for me, so somebody may be like getting information from social media, especially if you're applying for a job. There may be people keeping an eye on your social media. Yeah, so just watch what you're posting there. Yeah. Okay. So what's going on in your action space? Whoa, okay. Barely even shuffled then, and I got 2 cards. So the first card that came out is the 5 of Cups, and that leads into the 6 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Cups, I'm also noticing the birds as well on this card here as well. The 5 of Cups, feeling disappointed about something, feeling like it's like emotionally feeling some sort of loss about a situation. Something's been disappointing for you. Perhaps an offer has been made. Could be a love offer has been made and rejected. Could be a relationship that's not worked out. Doesn't have to be love. Can be love. Can also just be like a work relationship or friends. Yeah, it's like a crying over spilt milk kind of thing. Really feeling a lot of regret about how this situation turned out, but also ignoring the fact that this these 2 cups that are standing behind him, and I feel like these ravens. So somebody's communicating something to someone else here. It's like this guy's sending the ravens, and the ravens are coming in to this person. So yeah, there's a new offer being made here of some sort of relationship, some sort of partnership working together. You do have this community card up here as well. So it's almost like this person's so busy being upset about something that happened here that they're not looking here at the potential that's coming in towards them. So I do feel like some of you are sat in this healing energy now. I was talking about when these 2 cards first came out, that there may have been something that happened in the past that you're healing from. Yeah, so that's the same kind of energy there. And then the 6 of Pentacles, you've got that twice now. You've got it here and here. So yeah, definitely a sense of it is a kind of community card, a sense of finding balance within a community, sharing the wealth, sharing the workload. You can see this guy's got a set of scales. He's trying to bring balance into the situation, maybe dealing with a Libra. This person has the scales as well. He's distributing the wealth. Yeah, so if there's been a situation where perhaps something's felt quite unfair, and this is kind of a material thing as well. It could be, I'm really getting workload for a lot of people. This is being redistributed to make it more balanced, more fair. I'm also hearing handouts. Some people may be looking for a handout. Doesn't mean it's not justified. It may, it is here to balance the situation out. So that could actually be the example I'm getting is, say you wanted to go to university, but you're not from a wealthy background, but you're very, very able. You're very, you get good grades, or even perhaps you don't get good grades necessarily because you've had more struggles in your life to get to where you would want to go. So there's grants available to help people from less wealthy backgrounds who have the ability to be able to go to university and get on that career ladder, because it's trying to balance out unfairnesses from the past, balance out redistribute the wealth, and the opportunities in the community. So there is a sense that some of you maybe returning to education or starting a job where you're learning something new, and perhaps there's financial aid available for you. You may want to look into that. Okay, so I'm going to pull an advice card for you now, from the Moonology deck. Can we get an advice card, please, for Aries? Advice card, please, for Aries. Advice card, please, for Aries. Oh, I said that you might be connecting with a Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So I'll read from the book for that, and we'll get the advice. Full moon in Libra. Oh my goodness, and I opened the book exactly on the page. This is like meant to be. Okay, so I'll sort of spread everything out so you can continue to look at the cards while I talk. You may spot something that I've missed. Okay. Here we go. It's looking really good though. You've got that sun card there, and I did say that it boosts everything around it. Okay, the full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes, ayo, and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship, or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego, Aries, with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Give and take. So you had that Six of Pentacles, finding the balance. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. And then it says additional meanings for this card. Excuse me, I don't know. My throat just got really tickly. Perhaps someone's struggling to say something. Excuse me. Additional meanings for this card. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. So try and see things from someone else's point of view. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. So it's kind of conflicting advice. Look after yourself. Put yourself first for a little while. Give yourself a makeover, but make sure you are considering other people's needs. Okay, so we've got the teaching. No matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Drama and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. There you go. So a lot of different meanings there. So do take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. But the main message is to look after yourself, but to consider the needs of other people. Yeah, there's definitely this sense of having to work with other people here. Maybe you're really gung-ho for the situation. Some sort of situation. You're feeling very creative, very passionate. And everybody else around you is like, oh, but what about, have we got enough money for this? Oh, I'm not sure about this. Maybe we need more information. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you, Aries. Do take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!